looks like he's planning on moving back down in weight. And I guess the only option for him down there at 168 would be to force a Canelo Alvarez fight. But we know Canelo Alvarez, from what we're hearing, is likely going to be facing Edgar Berlanga. Details hasn't been ironed out with that yet, but that's the word on the street. You know, Benavidez, when I saw him fight Vosdick at 175, his debut fight, many believed that he was going to stop Vosdick. But it became very evident as the rounds went by that he wasn't going to stop this dude. And it also became evident that David Benavidez's power didn't translate to 175. It looks like he pretty much was he was hitting Vosdick with everything. And he wasn't really hurting him. It was just, he was outboxing him, but he wasn't hurting him. He wasn't doing the same thing he was doing at 168. You know, and if he was to stay at 175, I think all that he would have to rely on is his skill, like to his speed and his punch volume. Because if he gets in there with like a better Benavidez, it probably won't end well for him. He also faded in the second part of that fight. You saw Benavidez get a little tired because I guess the extra weight, and then Vosdick, he was expending more energy trying to get him out of there. He was hitting him with everything, and he wasn't budging. So I think that kind of had an effect on his performance as well. And also getting hit back by Vosdick. You know, it seemed like Vosdick was slow and kind of lethargic, but he hasn't been fighting in a while. But believe me, Benavidez was feeling them shots. Trust me. So when that comes into play and you factor everything in, he probably won't shine at 175. He realizing now that that's a whole different animal. And people were calling him a weight bully at 168. You know, I mean, hey, some people just feel comfortable fighting at certain weights. Some people just perform better at certain weights. Some fighters, they can perform great, better than they did at lower weight classes, more closer to their natural weight. Some fighters perform better at lower weight classes where they got to cut more weight. So I guess it depends. But nonetheless, Benavidez probably realizing this is not for me. This division is not for me. But, you know, to be real though, man, I mean, what else does he have to? I mean, where else could he go? He can't go up to cruiserweight. He definitely not gonna really do good up there. 160, he's gonna be super drained. So it looks like 168 is going to be his home. I don't see him going anywhere else being successful. It's either 168 or think about retiring. That's the only thing I can really think of for David Benavidez right now. But I want to know what y'all think. What should be his next move at 168? Who should he fight down there? I mean, who's really down there, man? Who's there? There's a few decent fighters down there, but there's nobody there. You know, Canelo still got the belts, still won't fight him. Hopefully, after the performance he put on against Vosdick, maybe Canelo is looking a little different. Like, oh, you know, he don't hit as hard as I thought he did, or whatever, and he decided to get in the ring with him at 168, that is. But we'll see. Let me know what you think. This is your boy Rebel Life Boxing, and I will catch y'all on the next one. And I'm off this.